Nick Fuentes was considered a crank, and he didn't have a platform until Tucker put him on a platform, and nobody knew who he was, and then he got this huge exposure. But if you look, I looked at 10 hours of him. I wanted to know who he was, and when he says that JD Vance married a Jeet, a jeet, and then he made fun of his children and their names, and yet Tucker's son works for JD on his staff. So if you really wanted to get on the wrong side of, if you wanted to get on the right side of JD, it seems like you would have your son working for him. But if you wanted to get on the wrong side of him, you would give a national platform who called his wife smeared his wife with a racial slur and smeared his own children by their names. So I don't know what is going on, but if you mean, I don't know whether you mean in a primary fight, the only candidate that seems to be mentioned is Marco Rubio. When you look at the polls, and JD at this point is way ahead, and Rubio hasn't even said he would like to run. So then maybe you're talking about the heart and mind of what JD would do. And it is true that it's not so much Israel, but remember how he dressed down Zelensky. We're going to solve the problems in the United States first and then foreign policy later. And he's been the most critical of the Europeans. So I don't know, but I don't think that, I don't know why I do know why. He would like to denounce Fuentes, but he feels he's just a passing, that Fuentes will end up, basically talking about leftism and socialism and his crank ideas politically, and he'll die on the vine, and you don't have to get down there and criticize him, I think. And he doesn't want to get on the wrong side of Tucker either, I suppose. But of all the people in the MAGA movement that are elected officials, I think JD Vance has a reputation of being the most MAGA purist. How's that?